Hello. Okay, second in the series of vlogs discussing quadratic functions or equations and their graphs. We, in the last vlog, discussed if a had different values as a half or 2 or 4, and we're going to discuss the a term again. We discussed if it was positive a half, positive 2, but now we're going to talk about a if a is negative. Well, how does that change the parabola? Now watch here. So if you look at the red parabola here on the graph, that's for a x squared when a is positive. The graph points up. The bottom of the parabola is the vertex. It's a minimum value. That's our minimum for that graph. It has a minimum value, -4, -3 would be the coordinates for that value. Now also, if we look at the red graph and consider the domain, what possible inputs can we have? All x values are involved. Now the range are all the possible answers, and really it's from -3 and up. Okay, so -3 all the way up to positive infinity. That's our range for the red graph here, the red parabola. Now the vertex. Now look at the axis of symmetry. It goes through the middle of the parabola. The axis of symmetry means that if you cut the parabola in half, it's like a mirror image. You could fold it in half and it would match along this line. Now the x value from the vertex is the equation of the axis of symmetry. X equals -4 is both the x value of the vertex and the equation. X equals -4. Move on to the blue parabola. That's opening downward. Let me clean up our notation first. Now, the blue parabola is opening downward, and the a coefficient is actually negative for this one. Meaning, when a is negative, negative a, the parabola opens downward. Now, on the red graph, the red parabola, we had a minimum, and now we have a maximum. 5, 3 is the coordinates of the vertex. There are no answers above 3. All of the y values, the outputs, are below 3 and below. So we can discuss the range now. It's y less than or equal to 3. There is no y equals 4 or 5 or 6 for the blue parabola. So the range goes from 3 and below. Y equals 3, 2, 1, 0, all the negative numbers and everything in between. Now y equals 4, y equals 5, those aren't involved in that parabola. Those aren't possible answers for that quadratic function. And now we'll look at the next set of transformations. If you're looking at k, there's no variable there. So if x equals 0, f of x, where f of 0 equals k. Now you can see our list of functions here. We have x squared as the parent function again. Below that we have x squared plus 5. X squared plus 5. Based on other experiences, I think it's going to go up. We'll see what happens. And you can see it, the parent function is a red graph, and then we added 5, and it moved up 5 places to give us the blue parabola. You look at our vertexes, 0, 5, and 0, 0. It clearly goes up 5 places. Now x squared minus 4. What do you think is going to happen? You should get a sense that it's going to go down from the parent function, down the y-axis. Now it shifted down 4 places, from 0, 0 to 0, -4. And that's our new vertex. X squared minus 8 is going to go down even further, of course. So it moved even further down the y-axis. So x squared plus k, if k is positive, it moves up. If k is negative, it moves down. Thank you for paying attention to this vlog, and I'll see you next vlog.